my neck. I can't breathe with your arm on my neck. I can't breathe with your arm on my neck. I can't breathe with your arm on my neck. I can't breathe with your arm on my neck. I can't breathe with your arm on my neck. I can't breathe with your arm on my neck. I can't breathe with your arm on my neck. I can't breathe with your arm on my neck. I can't breathe with your arm on my neck. I can't breathe with your arm on my neck. I can't breathe with your arm on my neck. I can't breathe with your arm on my neck. I can't breathe with your arm on my neck. This is the New York director of the North Americans Against the Police State, Ms. Carol Armstrong Desorel. We are going to put a stop to this shit. I don't mean to curse, I know the man's got the mug of them. But what I'm saying to you is this. You have rights. The Constitution says you have rights. We pay the cop's salary. That car driving down the block, we bought that gas. What gives him the right to shoot you in the street unarmed? My taxes pay for that gas when he drives that car. You know what you look like. What gives him the right to shoot you in the street? I don't care if you're black, white, Asian, green. I'm Captain Kirk. I'll sleep with the green bitch. Stop killing my people in the street. Stop killing my people. You all are people. You all are people. Understand, misunderstanding through the lack of understanding. If we don't know what time it is, we're going to find out what time it is. Look at the back of the shirt. You want to be on the back of that shirt? You're going to find out what time it is. You're going to find out what all these people are dead. There's not one cop in jail for it. Okay? And don't get it twisted. Gary Bush was a Jewish man in Coney Island. They shot him 5 times over a hero sandwich. I can't breathe. Just like they choked Eric over cigarettes. I can't breathe. Your arm on my neck.
We are in downtown Manhattan. This is the Millions March that's been going on for several hours now. We started out in Washington Square Park, then headed uptown, then back down to One Police Plaza, the headquarters of the NYPD, and now uptown again. This is something that we've seen happen a lot over the last few weeks. People are really angry over 2 very high-profile non-indictments, and they've really been building up this momentum. Every time we come out and cover a protest, there are more people out here. Police, for the most part, have not really stopped this particular protest. Earlier on, they blocked access to a few streets. They fenced off a few areas. But protesters are trying to keep the crowd compact so that they can actually move faster, have a greater impact, and not get arrested. Protesters have started to disperse, but as they did that, some of them have been lying down here on the street, blocking traffic. And as you can see, laying down in the street, this is a die-in, as they call it. This is something we've seen a lot over the last few weeks. Protesters lay down in the middle of the street in tribute to the victims of police violence here in New York and all across the country. I'll try to guide you through it. We can try and go in the middle of them, actually. This is what protesters call a die-in. They're screaming, whose streets? Our streets. As you can see, they're taking over the streets literally with their bodies. This is in tribute to all the hundreds of victims of police violence across the country. Die-ins have been happening all across the country in the last few weeks. They're really a symbol of these protests that have been spilling over town to town. Today we just... If I ask a few questions, is that going to work? Do you mind if I interview you? Is this fine for this here? Can you tell us why you're here? What are you doing here on the streets?
I'm here because I am fed up with the militarization of the police. I'm fed up with police brutality. I'm fed up with people seeing that Black lives don't matter. I'm tired of people telling me not to be fucking angry. I am angry and I am tired. My people don't deserve this. And freaking Brownsville, we fucking have towers. I'm tired of this shit. We have rights. We are citizens. We have right to protest. We have right to be angry. And I am not gonna stop being angry.
think it's gonna take? Like, you guys have been coming out week after week. This is one of the biggest protests, but what's next?
It's gonna take solidarity. It's gonna take consistency. It's gonna take politics. That's what it's gonna take, and we're not gonna stop. People think we're gonna stop. People didn't think the young people would come together in the first place, and here we are, and we're fighting back. And we're not afraid to fight the system. They think this is a generation that's lackadaisical. We're not lackadaisical, and we're here, and our voices are being heard.
Are you from New York?
I'm from New York.
So we've seen police killings, black men, brown men killed by police all over the place, week after week. Why now? What happened now that's so different?
I think it was Ferguson was just the tipping point, and for so long we have been fighting this. It just so happened now that the media decided, oh, it's okay and it's popular to pay attention. But we have been fighting this long before. Our mothers, our daughters, our sisters, our fathers, our cousins. Our voices have been silenced for so long, and now we are being heard. So this is not something new. This is not a trend. This is not something we're doing to be cool. This is something that we're doing because now is the time, and we have the proper place, and we want the world to know. We want the world to see. America is on the world stage, and we want to charge the United States with genocide. We want to charge. The United Nations needs to charge America with genocide. This is no different than what was happening in 1965.
Thank you so much. What is your name?
Talitha Henry.
Make sure you get that. Thank you.